explain. Manic Monday, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna go live a couple times this week, and today we're gonna do like breathing, and we're gonna do some yoga because I'm trying to get away from massage therapy and get back into get into a different, I don't know, career. So we're gonna keep Tarot Tuesday on Tuesdays, and today we're gonna do like some yoga and some mantra and a little bit of deep breathing. Then on Wednesday we're gonna do like a sound therapy. So I'm gonna try to do something like that to kind of integrate a little bit of my business with all y'all on the lives, because I'm doing live stuff in person for sound healing and all that good stuff. So welcome today for our Manic Monday mantra and yoga. So grab your mat because we're gonna get some stretchy. I'm waiting for my music to get going, but it's a perfect time to kind of like just breathe and get collected. So find yourself in a nice spot. Welcome to my office where I also do private sound therapies and private yoga and massage and all that good stuff. And like I said, we're gonna do tarot on Tuesdays. So hold off any questions. And if it's just me and a couple people, thank you for showing up and coming to see what else I do outside of sound therapy. So Mondays are always manic. We can tend to be overstressed and do all these things. So this is kind of like our reset, but we're also gonna kind of do like a belly burn, right? So that we can kind of get our metabolism and stuff going. And I know it's not super early in the morning and it's more like break time or whatever, but you know, it's a perfect time to breathe. So if you're like, whoa, I thought we were doing tarot, but we're doing yoga. Okay, so Mondays are gonna be yoga with a mantra, and you guys can just sit and breathe, and we'll just do like a little breathing first to kind of get centered. And if you can't do yoga, kick it out. You can listen to me try to like teach, because I want to do that in person. And I'll work it out with y'all. And then, you know, then you can listen to a little bit of the music or whatever in the background, and then join me every Monday at 11 for some yoga, unless I can reschedule it or whatever. So thank you for joining me. Let's do a sound bowl, since I don't have music going, to kind of get us centered, right? Because this is all part of it too. So tarot will be on Tuesday. Sit back, relax, make sure you're not driving. If you're gonna do the yoga portion, grab your mat and be ready to go. Have some water nearby, blocks, straps, pillows, blanket, anything you need. I'm not super flexible, so whatever. Make sure you're not driving or doing, operating heavy equipment, because I mean, eventually we want to make sure that we're just relaxing a little bit, right? So take a little deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. Find a nice little ebb and flow that works for you. Kind of just calming yourself down and relaxing. De-stressing, kind of letting your beginning of your week let go. We put a lot of things on our plate first thing in the week. So if anything, you can really enjoy the breathing that we're going to be doing. And you can actually do about a little bit of this yoga in chair. So if you're sitting in your chair at your desk, you actually can do some of these poses. Because like I said, we're not going to get super crazy. We're just going to kind of get warmed up for today, okay? So just take some deep breaths in, feeling your whole chest and your belly. Just letting yourself kind of come centered and just kind of disconnecting from everything around you. Find a nice ebb and flow that works for you. That's not too stressing. It's not too hard to keep. We are going to move with our breath, so this will be a bit of a vinyasa flow, but we're not going to get super crazy. We're just going to do some warm-up. It's basically Surya Namaskar A and B, which is Sun Salutation A and B. So we're just going to warm things up. But for right now, we're just going to relax and get ourselves centered for our mat. yourself in a nice seated position. Spine nice and tall. Belly sucked into spine. Eyes closed. Keep that nice breathing going. And what we're gonna do, just kind of sit, our nice cross-legged. If you're more advanced and you can get into a half lotus or full lotus, please do. If you're kind of like not cross-legged yet, you can sit just gently. If you need to have a bolster pillow under your bum, please do. Bring your hands to heart center. And we're gonna do a little Om. Why do we do Om? On a scientific level, it actually recenters that vagus nerve and your central nervous system. It's universal sound. So take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, just quietly, but if you can loudly, go Om. Let your breath out. Just kind of one to collect us all. Now, kind of for our mantra for Manic Monday today is, I love myself. I love being myself and all of my self-expressions. I accept who I am. I love who I am. Now as you're kind of breathing, really feel what you're saying. Really feel it generating in your heart center. We love ourselves. And just showing up today and being like, hey, what is she doing? I thought we were doing tarot, is just as good as showing up for anything else. But if you are ready to do our yoga flow, I'm gonna throw you off guard. I actually really dislike doing yoga to yoga music. Are you ready? I like doing it to reggae. Are you kidding? Seriously, I do. Okay, so my playlist is on Spotify, and you can find my Spotify playlist under Lady Scarlet's Healing, and it should get going. But keep breathing. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with the song Breathe. Okay? We're gonna let this play. So this playlist is called The Best of Stick Figure. It's on my Spotify. I've got a playlist, so if you want to play along or come back to this, as you can feel, it's kind of just got that nice feeling, right? Okay. So we're all here on our mat. Hands in prayer. Eyes can be closed or open at this time. I'm going to keep my eyes closed because I'm at home. So welcome today. All right. Lift your arms above your head. Take a deep breath in and out. In. Put your left hand down on your mat and reach over to your left. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. We're going to take 3 breaths. In and out. In and out. And on your in, come back up to seated. Arms in the air. Breath in. Breath out. And on your next breath in, put your right hand down on your mat and reach over to your left. Breath in. 3 breaths here, out. Breath in, breath out. Remember to keep your belly to spine. Breath in, breath out. And on your breath in, come back up to seated. If your eyes are closed, flutter them open. All right, ready to get started? Okay, we're gonna just gently roll our head. Now, remember, don't be operating any heavy equipment. Please consult any medical physicians if you have any medical health problems. Do not overstretch. This is to be, I'm going too fast because I'm talking, excuse me. Just gently roll your head. Don't go as fast as I am, excuse me. lubricating our cervical spine here. And then just kind of go side to side. So don't overstretch. This is meant to feel kind of good. So don't go fast. If I'm going too fast, take your time. And I'll take time to catch up because, like I said, I'm gonna kind of work out teaching online here for a little bit before I try to do it in public. So arms out to your side. We're still seated, or you could be in your chair. Okay, roll your wrists. One more time. Now opposite direction. Okay, arms down by your sides. Now kind of swim your arms backwards like you're doing a backstroke. Still keeping that nice breath in and out. If you need to breathe out through your mouth, please open your mouth. Now swim like you're doing a breaststroke. Keep belly to spine. Lubricate those shoulders. All right. Breath in. You can go down, hands by side. All right, let's get started. I'm going to pull out my way real quick. We're going to do each salutation, sun salutation A twice, sun salutation B twice, and then I'm going to throw a little belly burn flow in there, and then we're going to close it up with some breathing and then get you on your way. Like I said, if you're not ready to do yoga, come back next Monday. Sit back and just enjoy what I'm doing. Tarot Tuesday tomorrow, and then we'll do a Wellness Wednesday, sound therapy on Wednesday at 11. Alrighty? Okay, everybody, let's go and come into tabletop position. Knees under hips, arms under shoulders. And we're gonna do just like a little nice cat-cow. So drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your neck, breath in. And on your breath out, do like a scared cat pose. So drop your tailbone, drop your head, and really, really reach your torso to the sky. Breath in, dip again to cow. Drop your belly, lift your tailbone, head. Breath out, drop tailbone, head, lift spine. Ooh, I had a little adjustment there. Belly to spine. Lift in one more time, cow. And belly to spine, cat. And then gently bring yourself up into a downward dog. It is the first one of the day for me as well. So I'm gonna be really generous here, and I'm just gonna kind of stretch into it a little bit. Now, contrary to belief, what feels best for you is the right answer. So we don't want to strain anything. Actually, my tailbone is a little bit down. People would have a little bit of an issue with that, and they would correct me. But I would tell you what, after getting certified and learning yoga through the teachers, I understand that different bodies move differently. So you should have your tailbone completely to the sky, legs straight, heels on the ground. But if you can't, it's actually better just to tuck your tailbone a little bit to get your legs straight, because you can work everything else in, okay? Belly button to spine still. I'm gonna pedal my legs out a little bit. I'm stiff today. Okay, on your next breath in, look towards the front of your mat. It's Frenchie yoga. Hop, jump, step gently to the front of your mat in a nice gentle forward fold. And you really want to bring belly to spine here and let your upper torso really let go so that you can fold over. This is the longest this is the most flexible I've ever been, I'm not gonna lie. And I do yoga regularly now. It makes me feel good. It lubricates your joints. It really centers yourself. Okay, I want you to slowly roll up to a standing position. So one vertebra at a time. Drop your tailbone and then one vertebra stacking on top of itself. Shoulders and then neck and head, chin lifting. So look forward. Roll your shoulders back a little bit. Hands in prayer. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. And on your next one, bring your hands over your head into an extended mountain pose. Take a deep breath in, belly button to spine, and gently back bend But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my arms to a cactus because this really can adjust your spine. Ooh, yes, yeah, just a beautiful spine adjustment. Felt nice, gentle, come back up to standing. Breath in, and on your breath out, belly button to spine, hinge forward, and a swan dive till you're a full forward fold. Breath out, breath in, look halfway lift, hands on shins if needed, tabletop, breath out, forward fold. Next, breath in, put your hands down on top of your mat, hop, jump, or step out into a plank position. Belly button to spine. Really hold all that. Gently, because it's our first of the day, come down through knees. I'm also modifying for myself because some things are a little bit easier for me than others. Come down to your push-up position. All the way to the ground if you can. And then gently, because like I said, it's the first one today, let's just come up into a nice cobra. And Frenchie. A nice cobra pose. Or if you just need to do a little sphinx pose. A low cobra, high cobra. And then gently bring yourself back through child's pose. Give 3 breaths there. I love my dog. Stretching that lower back, my shoulders, swimming out a little bit. Now next breath in, bring yourself up into a downward dog. This will start to get a little bit easier as we go, and I'm gonna go a little bit faster now, okay? Okay, breath in, lift in front of your mat, hop, step, jump to the front, forward fold, breath out. Breath in, halfway up, tabletop. Breath out, fold. Breath in, gently roll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Full breath at the top, breath out. Mountain. Breath in, arms overhead. Breath out, gentle back bend, cactus if you can, arms straight if needed. Breath in, come up to the extended mountain, belly button to spine. Breath out, gently swan dive to forward fold. Breath in, tabletop. Breath out, forward fold. Breath in, hop, step, jump into plank. Breath out, go through your full chaturanga or push-up position. Coming up to Sphinx, low cobra, high cobra, or upward dog if needed. Now, I know there's probably people out there that could go ahead and come in and redirect a lot of my body, but I'm moving that flows good for me. If I changed an angle, it might not work. Look forward, hop, step, jump to a forward fold. Breath in, tabletop. Breath out, forward fold. Breath in, gently roll up. Breath out, arms overhead. Breath in, arms into prayer. Okay, we're gonna go to the sun salutation V, which we're gonna go through a little bit of warrior pose there. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little bit of things in there. Do that twice, we'll do our belly burn, and then we'll close up. Like I said, short and sweet and on its way, right? We don't have to do an hour of yoga and do just a little bit, okay? So, feet firmly planted on your mat, all 4 corners of your feet, meaning all 10 toes, heels, all stretched out, feeling nice and firm and planted. Squeeze your buttocks, dip your tailbone, belly to spine, hands in prayer, lifting all of your thighs. Lifting your thighs, what does that mean? Activate all of your thigh muscles, activate your core muscles, activate your back muscles. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, arms to sky. Gentle back bend, breath out. Breath in, reach up. Breath out, swan dive. Breath in, tabletop, halfway lift. Hands on shin, breath out, forward fold. Breath in, hop, jump, step to plank. And then go through your chaturanga. Drop to your knees if need to, or full push-up. Up through our upward dog. We should be a little bit warmed up. Again, if you are on your menstrual cycle, if you have abdominal issues, any recent surgeries in your belly, you don't want to be stretching all that out like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just come right here and then lay back down. If your Frenchie's not on your face, then just lay back down. Don't be doing this if it's not it. Don't do that if that's not it. Do what feels good. Nobody's judging. Nobody, then they shouldn't be anyway. Come through all fours and on your tabletop, through a child's pose, and then bring yourself to downward dog. Woo. Okay, here we go. Lift your right leg into the air, three-legged dog. Breath in, breath out, breath in. Bring your knee through your mat, come into a high lunge. And then if you need to just stay here, please do. If you can, gently bring yourself all the way up. Arms above head, warrior one. And again, I'm new too, so we're all doing this. Then pivot your left leg so that you're perpendicular. Open your hips to face the front. I have to adjust my hip. If you have hip issues, some of this stuff might not feel good to you. Stretch arms out to the sides, looking over your front middle finger. Make sure your arms aren't up here or down here, that you're trying to be as best as a T. Don't lean, come up. Breath in, breath out. And we're just gonna curl our arms around to frame that right leg. Low lunge, leg back into tabletop. Adjust yourself if you need to. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Through downward dog. 3 breaths and down so we can catch everybody up. Belly to spine. Really let those shoulders relax. Head dangle. Okay, next breath in. Rise your left leg into the air, 3-legged downward dog. Breath in, breath out, bring the knee through to your left leg in a high lunge. Again, stay there if needed. If not, make sure your feet are planted. And gently rise yourself all the way up into warrior one, high lunge. Your arms above your head. Make sure you tuck your tailbone. Okay, couple breaths there, reset. And then open up that right leg so it's perpendicular. Open your hips, open your chest, arms to your side. Look over your left middle finger. Make sure you're not leaning. Woo, that you're straight. Take breath in, on the breath out, cartwheel over to frame your left foot. Plank, chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. 3 breaths. I'm gonna bend my knees a little bit and just, like I said, stretch. Do what feels good, lubricate. Pedal. Yeah, it feels good. Okay. Look forward on your mat, hop, step, jump to the front, forward fold. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, just gently roll yourself one vertebra at a time. So you're fully standing, arms overhead. Deep breath in, breath out, hands to prayer. You should be feeling it. I'm feeling it. My heart's racing a little bit because we got everything pumping. So, if that's it for you, cool, chill, relax. We're gonna do just a really quick belly burn. If people want to keep going. Just to get our midsection burning. Okay, so we're doing this little one time through floor seated, and then we're in Shavasana, and then we're gonna do our little breathing mantra again and just center ourselves. So, cross-legged seated position on the floor. Join me, move your buttocks tissue if needed. Come into lotus, half lotus, full lotus, or just cross-legged, what feels good to you. Bolster yourself if needed. Digestion's already going. Make sure your spine is tall, coming out through the top of your head, chin straight forward, spine lifted. really seated and rooted into your cross-legged here, okay? Let's take a couple of slow breaths to kind of wind ourselves down from that flow. Okay, on our next breath in, just gently put your arms over your head in prayer position. Open your elbows a little bit wide. Take a deep breath in, and on your breath out, we're going to twist to your left. And if you can, put your hand on your knee and your left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind you. And then on your breath out, take a breath in, and on your breath out, gently twist. Two or three breaths there. And then gently bring yourself to the middle again. Breath in, arms overhead in that prayer position. Breath in, and another breath out. Twist to your right. Left hand on right knee. Right hand behind you. And on your breath out, keep gently twisting. Make sure you're sitting tall. A couple breaths there, just 1 or 2 deep breaths. 3 at most. And then bring yourself back to middle. And then let's swing our right leg or left leg over so that you're in tabletop. Okay? And then just bring yourself up to a high kneeling position. Make sure your knees are under your hips. Now this will be tricky. We're gonna go from 1 to as far as we can go, okay? Because I'm not super good at this pose either. Because I have tight through here. Okay, so if you are a beginner, just put your hands gently on the lower of your back, right above where your top of your buttocks is bumpy into your low back. And just gently open up in a nice gentle back bend, okay? That's our beginner. Our intermediate would be having blocks behind you, okay? Or a bench. And if you're a little bit more advanced, but this isn't super advanced because again, I'm super tight, I want you to swing your right arm back and put it on your right heel. And then try to swing your left arm gently back and put it on your left heel. And then open up your chin and press your hips forward. Again, if you have hip or abdominal or low back injury or surgery recovery, don't do this. So go into camel pose, just 2 breaths, and then gently bring yourself up into that kneeling position. Take a deep breath, breath out, and then bring yourself into a downward dog. Nice and slow. Breath in, breath out. On your next breath in, kind of wave yourself forward into a plank, looking forward about 3 feet on your mat. We're gonna go into a side plank now, and I don't know which direction you're facing, so I'll just do the best I can. Bring your left arm into the middle of your mat a little bit, and your left leg into the middle of your mat, and then rotate onto your left side of your foot if you need to be having your knee down. This is our beginner pose, right? And then we would have probably about an intermediate pose or so. And if you can, both feet stacked on top of each other and open up into a side plank. And then arm down. And from here, we're just gonna bring your right hand into the middle of the mat, twist onto your right, and again, open up in that side plank. 2 breaths. And then come back into the middle of your mat, come into tabletop, into a child's pose, extended child's pose. And then bring yourself to a nice seated. Let's go to this side of our mat. We're gonna go to a boat pose. So again, beginners would be spine straight. Okay, gentle C curve to spine. Beginners, toes, or even heels or toes. Intermediate, tabletop. more advanced, bring it all the way up. And arms straight in front of you. Belly button to spine. Point toes, 2 or 3 breaths. Now, come back down, put toes on that. And then come to that seated position. Now we're gonna go into a boat with wide legs, okay? So, if you can, you're gonna open your legs to your side. I don't wanna, well, we'll do it, fuck it. Or screw it, excuse me. Okay, we're gonna go here, open your legs wide. This will be 1. If you can, lean back on your tailbone, C spine, C curve and spine. Grab your toes, and if this is it, go for it. If this is it, that's okay. And if you can, gently come all the way for two breaths. And then come back in. Turn so that you're laying on the mat. And we're gonna gently bring ourselves down, rolling gently down. Again, if you can't roll down, please just come down through a nice gentle position to get yourself all the way down on the floor, on the mat. Bend your knees so that they're a little bit, bring your heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. We're gonna go into a bridge pose, but it's going to be a supported bridge pose. So, widen your feet just about hips width, right? Put your feet hips width. And on your breath out, gently start to raise your hips into the air by squeezing your buttocks. And you can gently place each hand on each side of your glute. And just open up your abdominals. And then gently roll down so your spine is completely flat back on the floor. Extend your left leg out, bring right knee into chest. Take a deep breath in and out. Our next breath in, switch legs, right leg extended, left leg bent to the chest. 2 breaths. Next breath, bring both legs in so that you are hugging your knees to your chest. And you can kind of pump or rock, whichever feels like you're feeling good today. Breath out. Our next breath in, extend your legs to the air, flex your feet. That's weird, I know, right? Extend both arms into the air like you're trying to do a push-up right in front of you. And flex the palms of your hands so it's almost like you're standing on this, or like doing the hands and feet on the ceiling. 2 breaths there. And on the next breath, bring everything into that. Knees into chest. Bring your head into your knees and make a little curve. Then extend both legs out in front of you. Arms above head on mat. And then stretch, point toes, reach fingers like people are pulling each of your limbs. And on your breath out, bring your arms next to your side and let your legs just gently, naturally flop open. Bring your shoulder blades underneath your back so you're kind of more flat on the floor. This is Shavasana, or a resting pose. And you can stay in Shavasana as long as you want. I probably won't keep us there that long for today. Breath in and breath out. This is your centering moment. Calming down everything that we just did. Bringing back all your energy. Cleanse from the universe in which we sent it out into. And on your next breath, roll over to your left or right side, whichever is facing me, so that when you sit up to a seated position, you're facing the camera with me. Bring yourself up into a full seated position. Cross-legged, lotus, half lotus. Spine tall, hands on knees. Breathe in through nose, out through mouth. Breath in. On your breath out. And if you have to do it quietly because you're in an office, at this point everybody can breathe because we're closing up. So even if you're just sitting here watching, take a breath in and let everything out. One more. Hands to prayer. Bow your head. Thank yourself for showing up today. For those of us that showed up and knew what we were doing, we're doing Manic Monday, Mantra Monday, yoga, and breathing, Tarot Tuesday, and Wellness Wednesday with the sound therapy. I'm gonna shoot for 11 a.m. on all of them. So join me next week, Monday at 11, on your mat. Just for a nice little flow, for a community. Thank yourself for showing up, even if you thought you're showing up for a tarot reading. We'll get it tomorrow. Bow your head, thank yourselves for showing up. Thank you for showing up with me and being kind and patient, for allowing me to express another part of my self and where I'm trying to move out of massage therapy. Rub your hands together so you generate some nice heat and put it on your face. Bring all that energy, all that beautiful healing energy all over your body. Crown chakra, third eye, down through your back, neck. Keep rubbing your hands together. Bring all that heat through all of your pain, all of your heart center for any depression, belly for any digestive issues, root for any bottom issues. Bring it down through your legs and onto your feet and onto your mat. And just clap yourselves. Woo! Thank you so much. I'm gonna turn off the music so I can come a little bit closer. I think I'm gonna turn off the music. All right, so let's end with our little sound bowl here. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Know that you are wonderful, beautiful. Say to yourself, I love myself. Breath in and breath out. On your breath in, I accept myself. Breath out, any self-denial. Breath in, I love myself. Breath out, any self-hatred or doubt. Release it. Breath in, I am beautiful, I am handsome. Breath out, any self-doubt. Breath in, I'm smart, I'm intelligent. Breath out, any self-doubt. Release it. You are worthy. You're beautiful. You're loved. Love yourself. Accept yourself. You are protected. Protect yourself. Know that you showed up for yourself today to enjoy the rest of your week. And if you got to enjoy the flow, then you got a nice day started. If you didn't, come back next Monday and join us for a Monday mantra and yoga. Breath in and breath out. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank yourself for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday. We're gonna get back to Tarot Tuesday. And keep your eyes and ears open for the lives and anything else that I do. I'm trying to do a sound therapy, a tarot, and a yoga. And then maybe during the sound therapy, I always do a guided meditation. So, and a chakra balance. So that kind of encompasses everything. If you'd like any private sessions, even via the distance, hit me up in my link in my bio. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.